My message to the defendants who've been rounded up today is this. Your winning streak has ended. Your luck has run out. Violating the law is a losing proposition, and you can bet on that.
First here at 4, Portland Trailblazers head coach Chauncey Billups is now on leave after the FBI arrested him in connection with a gambling-related investigation. Thanks for joining us. I'm Stephanie Domerat.
And I'm Tim Gordon. Billups is one of 34 people arrested in this multi-year, 11-state investigation. And just moments ago, Billups left the federal courthouse here in Portland after appearing before a judge. He did not say anything as he entered a black SUV and left the area. The investigation led to 2 indictments. The first one, which involves Billups, accuses the defendants of taking part in rigged poker games organized by Mafia families. The second case accuses several NBA players and coaches of trading inside information to win bets with sports betting companies. Terry Rozier, a guard for the Miami Heat, is charged in the second case.
We have team coverage this afternoon with Devin Haskins and Orlando Sanchez on standby. First, though, let's turn to Evan Watson, joining us outside the federal courthouse in downtown Portland, where Billups appeared in court today. Evan, what are you learning?
Well, first off, Chauncey Billups just walked out of the courthouse about 10 minutes ago. He did not say anything as he got into his car. Billups was in the federal courthouse here for his arraignment today. He acknowledged his right to remain silent, and he was released on certain conditions, including a prohibition on gambling and a travel restriction ahead of a future court date. Blazers head coach Chauncey Billups is accused of participating in rigged poker games. He faces federal charges of conspiracy to commit wire fraud and money laundering, which law enforcement officials announced in New York on Thursday morning.
These defendants, which include former professional athletes, used high-tech cheating technology to steal millions of dollars from victims in underground poker games that were secretly fixed.
The indictment alleges Billups played in rigged poker games in Las Vegas in 2019, where other players lost at least $50,000.
Victims were attracted to play alongside well-known professional athletes and coaches like Chauncey Billups, only to be unknowingly deceived through rigged shuffling machines, fixing the odds in their favor, as alleged.
Officers arrested Billups Thursday morning. The poker games are connected to the Italian Mafia, according to prosecutors and investigators.
They used custom shuffling machines that could read the order of cards, barcoded decks, and hidden cameras built into tables and light fixtures.
The NBA placed Billups on leave. He didn't say anything in his first court appearance on Thursday.
All right, Evan, this is part of a larger federal case. Prosecutors announced the rigged poker games alongside an investigation into illegal sports gambling, making a connection between some defendants who are named in both cases. What have you learned about that?
Yeah, Tim, we know that a specific Blazers game, a loss from 2023, is under scrutiny here. Prosecutors say an unnamed NBA coach tipped off gamblers that the Blazers would be resting key players that night for this game, and that unnamed coach's details line up with Billups' own history. Chauncey Billups is not charged in the federal indictment on illegal sports gambling. However, that indictment references co-conspirator 8, a person who lived in Oregon and was an NBA player from approximately 1997 through 2014 and an NBA coach since at least 2021. Billups played in the NBA over those exact 17 years and has been a coach in the NBA since November 2020 and a head coach since 2021. Chris Swecker, retired FBI special agent and current attorney, says there's no mystery.
Yeah, I mean, clearly it is Billups. I mean, you look at the background and it matches his perfectly.
The indictment says that the coach told a gambler before a Blazers game on March 24th, 2023, that the Blazers would tank or intentionally lose to increase their odds at getting a better draft pick. Prosecutors allege co-conspirator 8 told Eric Ernest that several of the Blazers' best players would not play that night. Ernest and another defendant, Marv's Fairley, then used that information to place fraudulent waivers on the game and share the profits, according to the document. The Blazers lost to the Chicago Bulls by 28, and the defendants' bets were successful. Swecker says prosecutors must have a reason to not name this coach.
There's a card that's being played here. It just hasn't been played yet. It's my belief that there's some kind of plea deal in the offing, that maybe the details haven't been nailed down, and this is a piece of leverage in that case, that he hasn't been outright indicted in that case at this point.
After that 2023 game, Billups answered reporters' questions about multiple key players being injured.
It's not the best, it's not the greatest, but it is what it is. You know, I just, whoever's available, I'm going to coach them. I'm going to try to do the best I can to help them.
To be clear, Billups is no longer in custody. He coached last night, was arrested in Lake Oswego this morning, was in the federal court today for his first appearance, and then was released from custody and walked out of the courthouse about 3:50 this afternoon. Back to you.
All right, Evan, thank you so much for that report.